welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a great day. I am going to be doing like a cheap makeup tutorial for you guys. I was thinking about this and I was just thinking, like, there's a lot of makeup products out there and like makeup tends to be really expensive. And so I'm gonna try my best to use the cheapest makeup possible and make the best look out of it. So I went to the nearest dollar store at my house and I found all of these dollar products. There wasn't a whole lot to choose from actually, because it was like a Dollar General, so it actually it wasn't all just like $1 products. It was more of like it was just cheap stuff, like, you know, $4, $5, $6. So I found everything possible for $1. So I got lipstick for $1. It's like a natural beige-ish color. And then I found $1 mascara, and then the $1 eyeshadow palette, $1 concealer for contour, and then I found this foundation and I tried to get it closest to my skin tone because there was only like 5 choices for shades in the super cheap stuff, but I couldn't find $1 foundation. They only had $3. That was the like the cheapest. So this is $3 foundation. This is the cheapest that I could find, and I'll give you guys the description down below of like the names of all these products if you guys want to try and look for them. If this makeup tutorial comes out really well, or if you guys like something that I used, I'll give you let you guys know down below like the name of all this stuff so you guys can find it if you guys want to use it. So I guess let's just roll right into it. Okay, so I have rinsed my face with water. I am not going to be using any sort of like a, what's the word, primer. I'm not gonna be using any primer because I didn't buy any primer. So everything that I do in this video is going to be used with just the products that I have here. So I will be using my makeup brushes that I already have, because I wasn't gonna buy whole new brushes. That just seemed kind of over the top when I already have brushes. So I guess we'll just go ahead and jump right into it, and we can start off with the eyeshadow. So this is the 12 color eyeshadow by LA Colors. I've actually seen this brand a lot. They make pretty affordable makeup. So we're gonna go ahead and open that up. This was actually the only palette that they offered, and it's like a purples, which actually works out really well because for brunettes, purple is actually a really good eyeshadow shade, or if you have brown eyes, it's a really good shade to bring out your eye color, so that actually works out really well. Alright, so I'm gonna go in first with this light color right here. I'm gonna use, actually, no, I don't, this is gonna make it terrible. I'm gonna use my own brush. I'm gonna use a super loose, fluffy brush, and I'm gonna do this first color right here as a base. So I'm just gonna apply that everywhere, all over my eyelid. Ooh, that is really, really bright white. But I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that all over the lid and the brow bone, all the way up to the eyebrow, just for my base. Okay, and then next I'm gonna go in with a transition shade. If you guys can see, if it's not too bright, this one right here is the next to like more of like a pink. So I'm gonna do that as a transition shade, and I'm gonna do that not all the way. I'm gonna start right about here at the brow bone, and then I'm gonna work my way down. I'm gonna do it all over the lid, but I do wanna leave that light color right above the eyebrow for that highlight. I'm gonna keep that there. So start just right about here, and this is gonna be my transition. So right now I can kind of see that I'm getting a lot of fallout, which is actually pretty common for most eyeshadows, so that's not kind of a huge shocker. But I am seeing that this white that I originally put on as the very initial base is pretty overpowering. So hopefully some of these colors that I use later on will cover it up, because there's a lot of white going on right now. It's kind of washing out my my eyes right now. But I guess I'm gonna go ahead and I'll try and do like a purple type because I know that there's these blues down here, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and stick with more of a natural but like a subtle purple eyeshadow look. So we've done this one, and then we moved into our transition shade, and now I'm gonna go over here to this lighter shade, and I'm gonna start working that in on the lid and sort of in my crease. Okay, so moving into a more dominant color, because so far there hasn't been a whole lot of color that's showing through right now. It's a lot of very subtle transition colors. So we're gonna move into a more aggressive color now, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and start with this one. I really like this color. This one's my favorite because it's more of like a, it's not an aggressive purple. It's more of like a natural, not too harsh. Ooh, I like this color. This is not bad. So we're just gonna apply this all over the lid. I don't know if you guys can see yet. I actually like this color. It's not very pigmented, but that's okay. We have only just begun. Yeah, I can see that this is kind of struggling to stick because I didn't put any primer on. Can't use primer. They didn't have any dollar store primer, but that's okay. I went a very long time without primer. I think I'll be okay for this one. So like I said, there's a lot of fallout over here, and I'll get that later. But this color is coming together pretty nicely. I like the purple. It's pretty subtle. I like natural looks a lot more. I don't really do like a whole lot of dramatic looks or anything. But okay, so we're gonna go ahead, and we did this one for the overall lid color, and now I'm gonna go in with this one for the crease, and I'm gonna try and accent the lid color with this crease. So I am noticing that it is coming off pretty splotchy. And the more that I rub, it starts to rub off. So right over here, I have a mirror over here. I'm gonna look in my mirror while I talk to you guys. So right over here, in the corner of my lid, you can see that the color is kind of starting to rub off, because after, you know, doing this for so long, it starts to actually rub it off. So you have to be careful with that. Another blending method though is that you can pat like this. So, I mean, there's ways around it, but you can just tell that like this is not a Sephora or like quality palette, but it's not bad, it's working. So we're gonna move on to the crease over on the other side, and I'm gonna try patting this time instead of the sweeping motion for blending the crease, just to see if I can eliminate that splotchiness on the lid. Okay, so I've done the crease, and I still have some fallout over here. I can correct that later. I can see that this eyeshadow palette is not pigmented really like at all. I've been putting a lot of the eyeshadow on, and it's still, I mean, you can barely see it. You can barely see that I've even put anything on, but it's not bad. I was able to blend it better than I thought that I was going to be, so that's good. Okay, so I think I'm actually gonna try and accent the lid color a little bit more, because the lid color is pretty light. So I'm gonna try and do this color down here. It's more of a blue toned purple, but that's okay. I'm just gonna try and see if it's a little bit more pigmented so that we can get more color on the lid, because right now it's like hardly anything at all. So I'm gonna put this on while also trying to blend it into that crease that we did, because I know that I'm going back. We did the lid first, but I'm just gonna try and get a little bit more color in. And I'm just dabbing it so that I don't get that splotchiness that I did earlier. I think that that was really helping with it. Okay, yeah, so you can start to see a little more color coming in with this one. I think that that first lid color was just a little bit too light. It wasn't as pigmented as I expected it to be. Okay, so I'm also going in and I'm just putting a little bit more of that brow bone color on, but I'm doing this color right here. That was this, yeah, this one right here. And it's a nice little pink, so I'm kind of blending that in to the crease as well. And I think it's gonna really help bring this to a smoky type of eyeshadow. So, alright, so I think the eyeshadow is coming together pretty well. I haven't worn purple eyeshadow in a very long time, so this is kind of weird for me. I normally do like browns and beige because it's just more of a natural color. But now I'm going to take just my fluff brush and I'm just going to brush off all that debris. Not debris, I don't have wood in my eye, just the fallout of the eyeshadow that fell off while we were doing the eyeshadow. Not bad, it's coming together, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it'd be much worse. I'm able to make this work a little bit. Maybe not as easily as a more expensive or quality palette, but it's not bad. So we're gonna move in to concealer, and this is the it's also by LA Colors. Honestly, almost all of this is actually, you know what I just realized? This is all by LA Colors. This is not a sponsored video, but LA Colors makes a lot of dollar makeup. So the lip color, the lipstick is LA Colors, the foundation, the concealer, and like literally everything that I have here is LA Colors actually. So if you would like to know the brand, that is the brand, LA Colors. So we're gonna move into the concealer, and this is in the shade of light beige. So this is actually a stick concealer. That is the only one that I could find. Normally I use a liquid, but I'm just gonna go in. Oh wow, this is not coming off like at all. Okay, you gotta kind of, you really gotta rub it in there. Here, I'm gonna kind of roll it up a little bit. Okay, there we go. It's kind of starting to come off. That's not bad. So I kind of put it just underneath my eyes, and now I'm gonna take my beauty blender and just blend away. Blend away. So I am noticing that the concealer is struggling a little bit to blend. It's not too bad, but it's not like a super thick and creamy type of concealer. It's more of just like a sticky, and like it doesn't blend super well. The coverage is okay. It's not terrible, but it's not bad. Just like the eyeshadow, it's okay. It's not absolutely terrible, but like we've obviously seen better makeup. So I'm working my best that I can to try and make this look okay. But there's only so much I can work with. Okay, so that seems about as good as I can get it. All right, so we're gonna move on to the foundation now. And like I said, I'm curious to see what kind of coverage this offers. So it is nice though. The bottle is actually like not too bad. It's the pump bottle. This piece of plastic is really giving me some trouble right now. But it is the pump bottle, and I really like that. It just makes it easier. But I'm just gonna go ahead, and what I usually do is I just pump a few little pumps right here on my hand, on the back of my hand, and then I go in with my beauty blender, and I just use a little bit at a time, and I go all over. So, ooh, I can kind of see this is kind of a weird color. I don't know about this. It's blending pretty well. It seems pretty creamy. It's creamier than the concealer, so that's good. We're off to a good start. I was a little concerned about the color, but it seems like it's actually blending in pretty well. I'm not gonna lie. It's got kind of a weird like off color to it. I don't know, it doesn't, it's kind of weird, but it's working. So I don't know, once you blend it in, it seems like it's a pretty nice color. It actually fits my skin tone pretty well. I'm surprised. So I have a few little red spots around my nose. I tend to have red spots like right here around the outside of my nose. So I'm just going in with this concealer and I'm gonna try and see if that'll work like a normal concealer. Obviously, I'm not done yet, but I am getting a sense of like, I feel kind of cakey. I don't know, it feels heavy. But that's reasonable. I mean, it is a cheaply made product, so it's not like a super nice fluffy type of foundation, but I am happy with the coverage. It is not too bad. I have a fake eyelash stuck to my arm. Okay, we're gonna move on from that. I'm happy with the coverage. The color of the foundation is okay. You can kind of see that my face is turning a little bit whiter than the rest of my body. And with wearing a strapless shirt, it makes it a lot more obvious. So I actually have quite a bit of foundation left on the back of my hand and I don't really know what to do with it. So I guess I'm just gonna kind of go in like underneath my neck and just make sure that I don't have a line. And just make sure to blend that really well, because the last thing that you want is to have a neckline. That is the worst. Okay, so let me know what you guys think down in the comments below of what you think so far. It's okay, it's not bad, but I think we're gonna go ahead and move on to the mascara. I'm curious to see, I'm very picky about my mascara, and this is just, it says Bold Lash Mascara, that's what it says. So, but I'm very picky about my mascara that I use. There's a certain brush type that I always use, so I don't know what this is gonna look like. It's just kind of like a straight, nothing fancy, but I don't know, I guess we'll see how this goes. Maybe it'll lift my lashes, who knows? It says Bold Lash Lift, so we'll see. Okay, so I finished the mascara. It's not bad. It was able to lift my lashes a little bit. For only being $1 mascara, it's actually not too bad. I'm starting to realize that a lot of this mascara, like obviously it is cheap and I can tell, but like it really isn't bad. And if I had to do my makeup with this every day, it really wouldn't be that big of a deal. You can really make it work. I was able to do like the purple smoky eyeshadow, and that was able to come together pretty well. And then the mascara isn't too bad. The shade of the foundation, I would probably maybe go like a shade darker, just because it is a little bit lighter than the rest of my skin. But all right, I think we're gonna go ahead and finish it off with this lipstick. So this was supposed to be a, let's see, I think it says In the Buff. That's the color of the lipstick. And then it doesn't say whether or not it's supposed to be matte or shiny. It's just, it is what it is. I will say I don't really like it. It's like a weird shimmer, and I'm not really a shimmery person. I don't know how I feel about it. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, what you guys think of this makeup look. But overall, for my opinion on all of these things, the eyeshadow, I feel like everything all together, it's just kind of like it could have been better. But that's what you get with dollar store makeup. But so the concealer, I wouldn't really recommend if you're balling on a budget. I would try and find a different brand because this one is just, it was really difficult to get on, and then like once you blended it, it wasn't really working with you and it wouldn't really blend that well. But this, actually the coverage, it really wasn't bad. The foundation was probably, I mean, it was pretty decent. I just feel like it wasn't the right shade, but I mean, that's my fault. And then the lipstick was misleading. It's not that it's a bad lipstick, it's just that like, I don't really like the shimmer. It actually looks like the shimmer is kind of going away. But I like the color, but just, I'm more of like a matte type person. And then eyeshadow wasn't bad. I liked the colors, but it really wasn't that pigmented. And as far as mascara, I'm just really picky, so I mean, I obviously would pick something different over that, but it's mascara, so I mean, it darkened my lashes. It didn't really lift them very much, but I don't know. It's not too bad. I might go out like this. I think I'll definitely stick with my nicer makeup that's just a little bit more expensive. But yeah, I hope that this helped you guys. I'm gonna try and speak English. I'll try my best. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you guys wanna see more makeup videos, please let me know because I love makeup. I get kind of lazy in it, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I can go like a whole week without wearing makeup and I'll honestly forget. So if you guys want me to play around with makeup more and give you guys kind of tutorials on different things like that, definitely let me know down in the comments below. I definitely always check out all of y'all's comments and I try and read as many of them as I can. But like I said, I'll leave down in the description what these product descriptions are, so that if you guys liked anything that you saw, you can go out and try it for yourself. So all in all, I hope this helped you guys out. I'm pretty satisfied with the makeup that it turned out to be. I was able to work with it, and it turned out pretty good. It wasn't too bad. So I hope you guys like this. Make sure to give this a thumbs up and subscribe to see what upcoming videos are coming. What videos are coming up next. Maybe that's a little better way to say it. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you have a great and wonderful and happy rest of your week, rest of your day, rest of whatever. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys here back in another video.